Happy Monday, everyone. Welcome back to our podcast. This is Russell, and these are my co hosts. Today, we have someone really special with us. She's an IT professional. I met her through our online business. She's balancing her career and her side business. And she has recently reached another exciting milestone. She's officially stepped into the role of a coach in our online business community. But behind that title is a real person, a real journey, challenges, setbacks, and lessons. So today, we're going to get to know the woman behind the success. We have Mary Ann, it's not just what she accomplished, but what it really took to get there. So welcome, May. We're so excited to have you.
Thank you so much, Russell, for this wonderful opportunity to share my journeys. And then I really love this episode, like looking, looking back, the journey, the wins, the lessons, success, and success leaves clues. This specific topic is very close to my heart, and I hope that through this episode we will be able to impart um, inspiration so that people who are watching right now will be inspired to take control of your life. That's it.
Yeah, thanks, May. So let's go back to the beginning. Before your coach title, before the wins, your starting point. So, how did your online business journey actually begin, and what made you decide to give it a try while already working in IT?
So this for to answer this question, I would like to take everyone back to the time where I am really stressed. Well, a lot of us goes through that, and um, I was working full time. Oh, by the way, for those of you, introduce myself. Yes, I am in the IT industry for more than been working in the corporate field for for almost 30 years, so 3 decades of working. But then during that time of working, I actually thought that I was doing everything right. I was saving for retirement. I was trying to work my way up the corporate ladder, because that's how we were built to in order to get higher salary, and then all those. So that's what I had been doing in the past, and I thought that was really the only way until I also experienced layoffs. So that not just me, like I experienced layoff, and there were also times that someone just sitting beside me was also like I work with them one day and then the next day they're gone. And I wouldn't say that they're not working hard. They're actually good employees. But then that realization, that experience actually told me that nothing is secured. Even though you are working and you are working in a good company, it job security is not secure. I would say it's not really secure. And when I try to look for another option, because um, we can admit it, when we try to look for other option, we try to look for another job. But then when we look for another job, there's always this minimum and maximum. You would always want to go for the maximum, reach for the maximum, right? And I don't know. Hold on, there's this call coming in, and I don't want to answer, but then have to. You're hearing the ring too. X. Okay, there, X. Yeah. So where was I? Oh, I was like the minimum and maximum. We always wanted to aim for the maximum, or actually, we actually even aim higher than that. But that experience actually told me that the market is the one that is giving value to you. We ourselves, we know that we are more valuable than what the market says, and we know that for ourselves. And the only way to be able to find to get that is we open up, we look for other options. And that's why I saw this online business opportunity. wherein it is an online business opportunity that I don't have to exchange my time, my health, and sacrifice everything that really matters in exchange for um, a wage. Wherein an online business opportunity, the cap is your own. You set your limit. You set your value. So that's really what brought me to the online business opportunity.
Okay. Thanks, Marianne. Yeah, you're right. Job security right now is really not secured, as you have said. I met another one of my patient, and she was telling me that her daughter also lost her job. She's also an IT professional, and right now she said it's really hard to find a job, and she's been working like 15 years in the industry. So yeah, it's really hard. So now we have a test for her question.
Oops. Thank you very much, Russell, and thank you, Mary Ann. That was a very inspiring explanation. And I don't know what an IT does, but all I know is you are involved with computers, right? And I was just thinking that coming into this business as an IT, you wouldn't be challenged by how much this digital online business have challenged us all. And despite the fact that it looks like you are doing well and you are doing very good, you have overcome all the challenges, and it looks like that the inconsistency of our economy is affecting our job securities, no matter what field you are in. We may think that this job is very good, but tomorrow we don't know what's going to happen, right? And today I want to ask you, aside from your knowledge of all the computers in the world, what was your biggest challenge?
Thank you for that wonderful questions. So I wanted to tackle that on many points. When you like, yeah, yes, I am in the IT industry, and common misconception is that, oh, you already know how to use computer. This is just easy for you. But as you also have mentioned, there are challenges that it actually comes in any facet of life. It was easier in a way because I already know how to use a computer, type, and then Google all those things, find solutions to problems, which that's how I see as one of my great points. But then the everyone that started this online business actually already has a skill that is already there, that we are able to use, not just using the computer. Like in there are stages in our life that really challenges us to expand ourselves. When we become mothers, when we get married, when we go to school, there are things that we don't know at that time what we are facing, but because we are challenged and we welcome it, go through it, then it comes through. There, for people that are working on the IT industry or in computers, maybe some people watching right now, but most people working on the IT are actually introverts. That's why we are on the computers, because that's why we go behind the scene. We don't want to show ourselves, and we just use the power of our hands and brain to our mind, like to look into it. So online business sounds like not something that we would go for unless we are working on the marketing field. So I know that I'm not speaking on behalf of of all the IT people, but on our company, for example, a lot of people are really not into social media. And there's always, because like the fear is greater when you're there, when you know what's going on, when you know when people can actually get, what do you call it, like identity theft, fraud. We know those things. So when it comes to going to an online business, people on the IT, it's almost like there's a block. So my biggest challenge really is being an introvert. I am not. I was not. I'm even growing up, taking pictures with my family. I'm the one taking their pictures, but I'm not the one that's on that picture, like the one that's they're taking pictures from. So I know, like, Coach Pinky here is so knows that back then I was like, like a turtle. When you talk about like the turtle you held, and then the head of the turtle just goes back into the shell, because that's how I was. So that was actually the biggest challenge that I have. How would I go come out of my shell? But then, thankfully, this online business, there are a lot of trainings. Like, everything is actually laid out there. The trainings, how to do it, how to grade and then the biggest thing is not really just the technical training, it's the mindset training. How do you come out? Because that's not really a skill that you can just learn, how to type. The thing is how to be more confident, how to be more open, how would you be able to impact more. So being in this online business made me more of a like service oriented. We serve people, we're just not getting them to, like, okay, for them to notice us, because we want them to notice us because we want them to see how positively we will impact their lives. That's what brings me, like, the biggest challenge in here, like going live, for example. I don't like to go lives. But then there was a time someone told me, if you don't go live, there is someone out there that you should have an impact to. That they need to hear you. If you don't go live, or if you don't show up, what happens to those? So then the mindset becomes different. The mindset becomes on how you impact them, not on how we see ourselves. So those things. Yeah.
Okay, thanks, May. Yeah, we thought that as an IT professional, being tech savvy, it would just be a breeze to have this online business. But of course, we all have personalities. You're an introvert, and also like me, I'm also an introvert. But through this business, yes, it had helped us come out of our shell, and yeah, it had really pushed us. So yeah, you don't have to be an extrovert to build something online. So yeah, thank you for that, for being an inspiration, May. And yeah, we have Maria for her question.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Russell. Thank you so much, Marianne. And thank you so much, Coach Pinke and Tess. Wow, that is amazing. That clarification that whenever I see somebody, IT specialist, in my mind, you know everything. You run the business just like a pro. That's what in my mindset. Oh, they are good. That's why they are successful because they knows everything, right? But thank you so much for that clarification. Now I know that you are just an ordinary person like us, just trying to build your own business. Thank you so much. The third question is, what loss or setback affected you most in your journey? Thank you.
What loss or setback affected me in my journey? This is something that I think everyone goes through. There is something called cycle of change. Like, when you start the business, you start with, so, oh, okay, everything is good, everything is good. Oh, I will reach my dream. And a lot of time, a lot of people that starts a business really starts with that hyped up, like looking at that. But then, um I learned from this that there's something called the cycle of change, that there is something called what is that, uninformed optimism. We are so optimistic, but we are not informed well yet of everything that we need to do. And then there's that second portion wherein this is now an informed pessimism, wherein we realize that, oh, we're going to do something, we're going to do this, we're going to do go live, we're going to post here and there, we're going to come out of our shell, all those. And then there are times wherein we feel that the business is not doing what it's supposed to do for us. We're not seeing the results that we want, and I become like conscious, what am I doing wrong, what is going on? And then there's that something they now I know what it's called, the valley of despair. That bottom line, the valley of despair, wherein that's where the loss, that's where the setback is, because I don't feel like it's going the way that I wanted to go. And this is actually the most difficult part, because it's either you win or you lose. And a lot of time I've seen this in many people who starts a business, not just in our online business, but in even other things, because they're not ready, they're really on that valley of despair. They get um, disappointed. What happens is they become so susceptible to what they call the shiny syndrome object. Then oh, this is not gonna work, this is not gonna work, I'm gonna look for something else, and then they go back to the beginning. Then the cycle repeats, not knowing that this valley of despair is actually the most difficult part, but the most important part, because that's either you, if you just continue on going, if you just don't quit, you're just gonna go up. That's just like there's no other way but to go up, as long as you don't quit. And that's when I say that, okay, that valley of despair is the one that affected me the most, because I that's the time that I almost wanted to quit. But I'm glad that someone has always given me the the clarity, saying that it's just, if it happens to this many people, and we see a lot of people, a lot of business owners in our community, that because they didn't quit, they just continue on succeeding and succeeding, to the point that it's almost not real, but it is real, because we know that they're a real person, they're getting this all this success, and we're just gonna be there. It's just a matter of time, we're just gonna get there. And that's what makes me continue on working. And thank you, Russ, like on that thing. Yeah, having that coach, being a coach, actually it's a great accomplishment. And more that I realize, the coach I thought is knowing everything or knowing all the answer, but it's actually not. It's just knowing what questions and to ask. And it actually gives me more of the listening, knowing what the other really is going through, not what I wanted to tell them, but it's more of what do they want to hear. So that.
Yes, thank you for that. Yeah, there's always stages in our journey, in our journey towards our business, that that you will go through. But then, as you've said, there's you know, some person or what that had helped you go over through that valley of despair. So yeah, there's sometimes there's always a breakthrough on the other side. It's you just don't refuse. You don't have to quit. Yeah, just keep going. And yeah, and then you will finally reach that goal and success that you're looking for. And now we have Coach Pinky on her question.
Marianne, do you know how awesome you are?
Aw.
You are so awesome. Everything that you need in this business, you have. It's just a matter of unraveling, because your organizational skills as an IT professional do help. There are things that you have that I don't have. There are things that other people have that you don't have. But I want you to know that I'm so proud of you, and you should tell yourself, I am awesome. You are awesome. So, as Coach Mary Ann has discussed all the great questions, I want her to share with us her greatest win in this business. You know, everyone have their own journey. There's no cookie cut journey in this business, and it's a matter of refinement and keeping yourself open and parachute open to learn and to deal with the journey, and unwavering knowing that you will succeed, and behind that is the why you even got into the business. But I want you to know that you are awesome, and every single time that you look at yourself in the mirror, you say, how awesome am I to have come this far, as an online business owner, as an IT professional, and as a daughter and a sister, and whatever hat you're carrying, and a mother. You are awesome. So, the greatest win, what was your greatest win? That I think is something that you should really share to the world. What is your greatest win in this online business?
The greatest win. When we start an online business, everyone, of course, we wanted to have monetary. It starts with having a monetary gain, because why, right? Like, and then the purpose. But then, what my greatest win really is more about peace of mind. Having that option actually brings me more peace of mind. If I go back to the beginning, where I am always worried, what if I am part of the layoff? What if my job already stops? What if I lose my paycheck? After, what if, like, all those what ifs? What if I'm already gone? Because I did became like, I had been ill at some point, that I thought I'm not gonna make it. What if I go away without having being ready for my son? Those what ifs are things that does not put my mind at ease. It's not something that I don't think anyone would want to have those. And then people say those are fears of the things that are not happening yet. But then those are also fears that we wanted to, okay, there's that. What are we going to do? What are we going to do about it? Because fear is okay as long as you address it and make yourself ready. And so one of my biggest success or achievement in here is, so now there's always that turnover in company. Now I'm not that worried anymore, because I have, it's all, like having a table that has multiple legs. Before, I was worried if that leg falls got cut off and then it just falls down. Now, because of this online business, there is another leg that would support that table to continue on standing. And that is really something that I would say my biggest success. But another one is on being a coach, being able to listen. That is one of the wins that I wanted to actually also relay, because it's building that relationship with the family. When you experience, I do have a young adult, or actually already an adult. Having an adult son is not easy to deal with, especially if there's challenges in the past. Now that relationship is being built because the listening portion is there. And there was even a time where, in the lessons that we have here, instead, like, sometimes as a parent, when there is something that you don't agree with what your son is saying, the initial reaction is tell, right? Tell why you don't agree. But then, because of the coaching portion, that it is more on the listening, I ask. And then I reflected what he's saying, I reflected back to him, and that made him feel more he is being heard. And I saw his eyes lit up. And just seeing that eyes lit up is something, what do you call it? There's no amount that can actually give value to that. It's very precious. That moment is precious, and it just continues on, and it just continues on. So the more of the success, there is that monetary gain there. There is, because that's what we are here for. But it is more on the quality of life, being present with the family, having that peace of mind of, and not over uncertainties in life. We know that even though life is uncertain, there is certainty that we are building something for our future. And before, I was not even like during weekends. I'm looking forward on sleeping in at night, just not doing, just resting because it's my rest. But now I have the peace of mind. After work is where I build my future, which is for me and family. So that I would say is a big achievement. That I would say it's more than just the money.
Yes, thanks, May. Yeah, it's not just about having a financial gain in our online business, but also through, acquiring that peace of mind and, having good relationship, having quality time with our family. Yeah, so what's my next question? My next question is one of my favorite question here because sometimes, as you've said, that the biggest transformation isn't what we gain; it's who we become. So, how has this journey changed you as a person? I think you mentioned some of it in your, previous answer.
So how this journey changed me? Like this really had a big transformation on my like the way that I was before. I don't know if you my sister would actually attest to that, that before I look haggard. I look depressed. I look like I'm very workaholic, that my life evolves with my work. Nothing actually changed. I still work full time. I still participate on call rotation, but the thing is, the personality changed in a way that, because of that peace of mind, I'm more at peace. I don't look that stressed anymore, and even if the stress is there, it's not enough to stress me. I can stress the stress, but that stress is not enough to stress me anymore. So that has been like a journey that I would, like if I look back, I am so amazed of where I had become. That I'm so proud, like what Coach Pinky said. I'm so proud that I took this leap. I'm so proud that I started this journey, because if I look back, I would just tell myself, what happened? What did you do? Why did you not do it? Warren, but because I did that, I am so um, proud of like how far I have become. So that, yeah.
Yes, you're awesome, Coach May. And I really admire you for that. And yeah, who's next? Ate Tess, for your next question.
Thank you, thank you. You're really awesome. You are very amazing. So it looks like that this next question you almost answered perfectly already with whatever you have said from the beginning up to the last question. But I would like you to add some more on what advice would you give to current business owners, beginners, and those who are looking at our online business? Thank you very much.
Okay, the current business owners and beginners, because they're like this. This almost goes together. As mentioned on that, like there's that what is that, emotional cycles of change. Everyone goes through that. But then once we just go to go do the training, because that's what's good with our business community. Everything is provided. You're not alone. You have a community. You have a coach and a mentor to guide you along the way. There is that training step by step that will guide you. Just don't give up. Continue on doing that, and there's always someone to reach out whenever you need. When you reach that point of that valley of despair, I would say, always go back to the why. Why did you start the business? So that. And for those people that are looking to start an online business, I would say look forward 5 years. If you're if you're watching right now, look forward 5 years going forward. Are you still doing the same thing that you are doing? Because sometimes there are things that we always wanted in life, but we are not willing to sacrifice what we need to sacrifice. And what happens is that what we want becomes the sacrifice. So we for those, let's like the information that we provide here is free, but it just needs your time and your dreams. Come along, um, realize what you want to go forward to 5 years from now. If you are still living the same way that you are doing right now, no change, is that really the life that you want to have? Or do you want to have a change that is going for a more comfortable and the dreams that you wanted to be able to have? Because if you don't do any change, nothing changes. Basically, nothing change if nothing change. So embrace that change, because it's really always a change for the better. Check out how this business can actually impact and affect your life and bring you to the dreams that you want.
Thank you.
Okay, thanks, Coach May. And we have Ate Maria to show us about her business.
That is very amazing, the sharing and thing. The question that was the sharing that was made by Sister May, that where are you in 5 years' time? What are you gonna do? Are you going to do the same thing? Or are you going to move forward? This business is an amazing business. A legit life changing business that changed hundreds of thousand lives. To be exact, 300,000 counting. All you need is to take action. Take action and try it. You don't try it, you will never know that you will be the next successful digital business owner. There is a step-by-step training, the automation, everything is provided to you, the mentorship and everything. So you will not, you will only say yes. That why did I not do it? Why did I didn't take action? Just like us, me and Tess. You know what? We find this business on our retirement time that we realize we don't have savings. We don't have saving. We retire, and then what? We got nothing to do anymore. This business kept us going, 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 going. Yeah, this mindset is going, thinking. And you know what? When we open our eyes, we are thinking of something new, what skills we have to learn. It's not easy, but you know what? As Sis Marianne says, you have to have a why and the right mindset. You have will be willing to learn and coachable. This is an amazing business. Do you, Russell?
Yeah, and we have Ate Tess. Is it Ate Tess?
Thank you. Thank you very much. That was an amazing, amazing interview. And there you go, guys. I think Mary Ann have spoken, everything that you really, 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 really need to know what this business is all about. And, just look at your life from now until 5 years, and you will see, what are you planning to do with your life. Come and check this business out, because as Maria has said, this business has already helped thousands of families to better their lives. And you don't really need to be tech savvy to come into this business. You will learn here, and this business will teach you how. Thank you very much. Back to you, Russell.
Coach Pinky?
Um, I'll have you, Russell, introduce your business and the one and only way that you can really, we come together here just to give you look back on our journey, but actually this is more to inspire you that you are looking at an opportunity that is not just gonna change you as a human being, but it's gonna change the trajectory of your future, where you're gonna scratch into an amazing online business, an amazing self that you will thank yourself and your family on how they look at you now, 5 years from now. So, Russell, I want you to share this amazing opportunity that you have. She's our next coach into the business, and we have a couple of them more in our organization. And it just gives me such a strong pride to say that who we are at the beginning is not who we are now, the years ago, years like 4 years from how we started, and how much more is it 5 years from now. So, Russell, please invite your friends and whoever's looking to look at your webinar.
Okay. Thank you so much, Coach May. And I think the important message we have here is you don't have to have everything figured out before you begin. You just need to be willing to take that first step. So if you're listening to our audience, if you're listening, if you're a busy professional, a mom, a healthcare worker, or simply someone who knows there's more you want to create for your life, don't just listen to our stories, but get curious about what's possible for you. If you'd like to learn more about the journey, what we've been talking about today, then send us a message, or comment info to whoever our hosts here, and we'll show you where to start. So there's no pressure. We can help you and guide you. So to our guest again, congratulations on becoming a coach. Your journey is so inspiring, and it's a proof that you can build something without having to yeah, you can build something new without having to abandon our life that we already have. So yeah, it's we have sorry. Thank you for joining us, and thanks everyone for listening. We'll see you on the next episode.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
See you
Thank
next
Thanks,
you.
Mary
Monday.
Ann.
Mary Ann, thank you. Have a great
Thank
day.
you.
This is actually her break time, so you can do this on top
Oh,
of your job. Yes. Thank you, Ate Maria. Anything more you want to share with us? Are you okay?
I'm good. I'm
Okay,
good.
Ate
I'm good.
Tess. Thank you so
Everything been
much, guys.
said.
See you Monday. Monday will be 10:30. We have a set schedule 10:30, and then the days more to come. Whoever is gonna be willing to look back, look at the journey, look at the win and the lesson. Keep your eyes on the prize in this online business. God bless everybody. Thank you, Ross, for
Thank you.
spearheading this,
Thank
and
you,
Mary
Coach.
Ann, Maria,
Thank
and
Thank you,
God
you.
Mary
bless
Ann.
everybody. Have a wonderful day and week.